The Nzuri story is quite interesting because it wasn't supposed to happen in the first place. Is what I would like to call the perfect accident. So, to give context, I come with a very strong background in tech. I'm a tech enthusiast. I love taking advantage of the current technologies that we have to solve problems. So that's what I do. When I was taking inventory of myself, I realized that amongst other things, I think I'm a decent web designer. And one thing that I recently got interested in was the Google services. And an interesting fact was that I realized that people are always searching for something online. And businesses did not know necessarily how to take advantage of what people are searching for, so that when customers are searching, I could actually help businesses put themselves right in front of interested customers online. You know, it's quite interesting when you would see a good business. It doesn't matter what type of business it is. It could be a plumber. You can tell that this is one of the best plumbers in town. It could be kitchen renovations. It could be food. You know for a fact that these stores sell one of the best gutters in town, but when you search for them online, they're nowhere to be found. There is no page, there is no website, there is nothing. And it's very important at this day and age to find yourself having a digital footprint, because all the customers are online. And you need to position yourself as a business right in front of the customers that would be interested in the product or services that you offer. So I was like, nah, this is the space that I want to venture into. But the problem I had at that time was that I knew about the technical side of things, but I had zero information about marketing. That's not the space that I was familiar with. I did say that as a tech person, I just view myself as someone who takes advantage of the technologies to solve a problem. And so that's what I wanted to do, to take advantage of the technologies to help businesses place themselves in front of the customers who are interested in what they are offering. So yeah, that's what I did. I started embarking on a journey of trying to learn as much as I can about how to start an agency. What type of services am I going to offer? Is it just going to be web design? Is it just going to be analytics? Is it going to be social media, the Google services, running ads? And then I learned and done all the homework that I needed to do. And then I started building slowly. It took me about 6 to 8 months to be able to set up, including gathering information and also building. It kind of felt like everything that I was learning was opening a door for me to learn the next thing and the next thing, and the picture became clearer and clearer. And at that time, I had finished setting up everything. I've already identified all the services that I want to offer. I've already set up the website, it's live. Everything was ready. And the first week went by, I'm looking for clients and no one is coming in. The first month went by, I'm just sitting and there's no clients that are coming in. And one of the problems I realized was the fact that there was no case study for me to showcase that this is business X, this is what they've been doing before as far as sales, as far as their brand presence, as far as their authority in the space that they're venturing into. And this is what I've been able to do for them in the time that we've done business together. I did not have any of that. And that's when it hit me that instead of waiting for businesses to come and use my services, how about I become my own client? It was quite crazy at the time, but I was like, I'm not gonna wait for clients. I would rather start another business that's gonna solve, number one, the cash flow problem, because there was no money coming in. Number two, there's gonna be experience, there's gonna be a case study. And that's when it hit me that, okay, the accident, this thing that wasn't supposed to happen in the first place, is actually happening now. And that's how Nzuri was born. Nzuri is a Swahili word that means beautiful. And I was looking for something that, it's very easy to remember. And when I came across the name Nzuri and what it meant in Swahili, I was like, this is it. This is going to be the name of the business. And the problem at the time was that I did not know how it was going to look like. But I did know that I wanted something that requires minimum amount invested, and it doesn't require a lot as far as time and energy is concerned, and the logistics that are involved. But what I did know is that I needed something to sell. But it couldn't just be anything, because otherwise, what's the point? It needed to be something that I would be interested enough to wake up in the morning and be like, this is what I'm doing now. So I remember at the time I was very big on scents. I loved smelling nice. It's a very different feeling to know when you know that you've put on your good cologne, and then you pass by a group of people and some guy as far as complimenting you that you smell nice. That feeling when especially when it comes to So that was what I thought. Let me go into the space. Let me sell perfumes, and looked for a couple of suppliers, and then it was good business because I was able to sell a couple of colognes, and they were very good quality. It was doing good at the time. And another thing that I was selling replicas as well, replica sneakers. The businesses were doing good, but the most interesting for me at the time was the fact that I now find myself in a position where I'm able to say that this is the digital agency that I do have, and there is a business that I started. Let me take advantage of the experience and everything that I'm saying the business can do. So I say that in the digital agency, I'm going to be building websites for people. And Nzuri, I'm going to build a website for that. If I say I'm going to help you create content for your business, so there is Nzuri, I can create content for Nzuri. If I say, as far as branding is concerned, as far as Google services are concerned, when people are searching for the best sneakers in town, I can put you on that first page of Google, the SEO. If I say that this is what I'm doing as a digital marketing agency, then these are the results that I'm supposed to be seeing with this Nzuri business. So Nzuri became that experiment that I wanted to use to gain for the digital marketing agency that I was trying to build. And it's safe to say that it's been quite an interesting journey. The turning point happened in 2024. So then everything started around 2021 and 2022. And I'm 2 years in now, it's 2024. I get a job. It's demanding. I spend most of the time in the job. I'm not as flexible, so everything just kind of took a turn, took a hit, and I wasn't focusing on the digital marketing agency, and I wasn't focusing on the Nzuri business as well. So things took a turn, and it became a project that failed at the time. It started dying off 2024 up until around June 2024, where it died completely. And things took a turn in 2025 when eventually I lost the job. So now I find myself in a situation where I have nothing to do, but I have this baby. It keeps on haunting me because I know for a fact that this is a space that I fell in love with, and this is a project that I've tried and tested, and I've seen that it works. There's a testimony of a business that I actually started as a result of trying to prove to myself and to the world out there that if I said that this is what I'm able to do, I've actually done it with Business X, and this is the success of Business X. I took inventory of myself again, and I realized that one of the things that were holding me back was that it wasn't a passion project, this Nzuri thing. It was an experiment. And so as far as scaling is concerned, I couldn't scale. It was very difficult to scale because there were a lot of roadblocks that I've seen. The higher you want to go, you have to find yourself having to explain to clients that it's not quite an original, it's a replica, and what it's not so much different in this way. These are good quality replicas. There are these perfumes, but these perfumes are better in this way, and all of those things. So there were a lot of admin work that needed to be done in trying to convince the customer. It was a bit complicated then. So I needed to rebrand. I did not know how the rebranding was going to look like at the time, but I knew that the secret is going to be behind the slogan, because Nzuri's slogan is stay true, stay confident, why not? And when I was looking online at the people that have started businesses, you take a look at the Batu story, Theo Baloyi. There were similarities that I could see with what I'm trying to build, right? How he started off with, selling perfumes, how he used to be a sneakerhead, he loved sneakers, and then he just decided to start a sneaker brand. There were so many similarities I could see and resonate with the story. When I look at the Galaxy Boy story, how he started as a graphic designer, how he used to make some designs for Amakip Kip, and the way that his business took a turn, and then he stayed away for some time and then he came back. That's the part of the story that I could relate to. When you look at the Manosa story, how it became a movement and how they are selling sneakers like nobody's business. When you look at Lukau's story, his rise, his fall, and then he's coming back now. So I could look at the people that have done it before me, and I could resonate with their stories. And I realized that one of the things that made them as successful as they are, and it's not necessarily the t-shirts that they're selling or the sneakers that they're selling, but the story behind is what gets people engaged in their story and they want to be a part of it. I wanted to have a story as well, that I'm not just going to start another clothing brand. There's so many clothing brands. What's the Nzuri story? And the slogan became the answer to that. The secret was the slogan. The secret sauce was the slogan, because I wanted to start something that's going to inspire people to, number one, stay true to who they are. Number two, be confident in what they believe in. And lastly, why not? So that the why not became the centerpiece of what the business is. And this is the story that I wanted to sell. It's a story of hope. It's not just because anybody can start a clothing brand. Anybody can find a supplier. Anybody can do prints and embroidery and whatsoever. And anybody can say, this is the t-shirts, this is what I'm selling. But what I wanted as a unique value proposition or a unique selling point was that I wanted it to become a story that many people can be able to relate to. So in a world where a lot of people are fake, I wanted to sell a story of authenticity. In a world where people are convinced that there are a lot of things that they need in order to find themselves in a position where they are content, I wanted a story that's going to inspire confidence. And in a world where we are told to be safe all the time, I wanted to inspire people to have a mindset to say that, why not? If not you, then who? If not now, then when? That's the story I wanted to sell. So it's not just a t-shirt brand, more than just a clothing brand. What's our story? And that's the story I wanted to sell. The reception has been overwhelming, because within the first month we did over 100 orders. It's still overwhelming up until this day. And it's usually said that friends and family don't usually support businesses. Well, it has been an opposite story with me, because the biggest love I've ever received from family was from friends as well. The first order that I received was from my family. There was a family event that was happening. I came with the t-shirts, and then they bought like nobody's business from friends. It's been quite amazing. But it was very exciting to see because of the amount of time spent in the designs, because as far as the designs are concerned, I wanted to design something that if I saw a shirt like that in the store, I would buy. So initially I had myself as a customer in mind, but not just that, but because I have friends and family that I know that they love clothing, I had them in mind that this is something that this person would like. I would go back and forth with the designs and then share them, or what do you think about this, and then receive that constructive criticism, improve on the designs, and when it then became the final product, it's something that I would buy when I saw in the store. Number two, it had to be something that is of quality. I want to give people value for money. So it wasn't just one of those things that, I wanted people to support because they know me, but I wanted people to support because it's the best, one of the best things there is, the quality of the material. Everywhere I go with the t-shirts, it's like, I love the quality, I love the designs, and the price had to be affordable. It's been interesting, it's been quite overwhelming. When I look at it now, the growth that has happened over the past 3-4 months, I can't even explain it. And I'm looking forward to see what's going to be happening this year, because after releasing multiple designs now, we've thought about coming up with the caps, and then it's going to be winter soon. Sweaters are going to be coming, tracksuits are going to be coming, hoodies are going to be coming. There's so many things that are going to be coming, to a point where Nzuri now becomes the centerpiece. The marketing agency is still a dream that I want to pursue, something that I'm still going to be doing. I'm still working towards that. Currently it's just Nzuri, and it's doing amazing. I love it. Everything is going good. There's so many things that I'm looking forward to the rest of this year. And yeah, that's the Nzuri story.